We're going to sing this throughout the service. You'll hear this new piece, Samru Aladonai, introduced, and there'll be a part where I want you to join it. It is customary that when we come together for Kabbalat Shabbat, for Shabbat services, we begin with a section called Kabbalat Shabbat, which consists more of doing one or two melodies at the beginning and then straight into L'Chad D. In fact, in your prayer book, in your Siddur, starting on page 12, which we won't get to yet, there are a litany of psalms, 6 psalms in total, actually. And each psalm is supposed to represent a different day of the week, which leads us ultimately to L'Chad D, where we welcome in the Sabbath bride, where we welcome in the Shekinah. We're going to start adding in some of these Kabbalat Shabbat melodies, which might be new for some of you or old for others, as a way of lifting up our celebration of Shabbat and getting us to be ready to welcome in the Sabbath bride. It's not easy just to walk right into Shabbat. The world is a crazy place, and there's this constant urgency for attention. And what we're watching all over the world gives us pause, whether it's politics or the environment or fires or war or what have you. So to be able to think that we, after boggled down with the week's experiences, can just walk right into the joy of creation and what Shabbat means, would be silly for us to assume. These Psalms help us be able to do that, and also taking a moment now to reflect upon the week that has been, to hold on to the good things and let go of the bad. That's a way of coming to Shabbat as well.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to AEMT. I'm Dave Snyder. I'm the first vice president here. It's my pleasure to invite up Sue Dickinson for the lighting of the Shabbat candles. The prayers for the lighting of Shabbat candles can be found on pages 2 and 3 of your prayer book. Shabbat Shalom.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר שבת.
We continue with Lachuna Ranana, Psalm 95 on page 12.
Naria, לצור אישנו לכפרה ותודה. נריה, לצור אישנו בזמינו נריה לו. לכודרה ננה, לכודרה ננה, לכודרה ננה,
Psalm 96 on the next page.
Sing unto God on the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along on the earth a new song unto God.
Our next psalm is Psalm 98, found on the top of page 16. We're on the slide over here.
Samru Adonai Behinor Beshmo Simra Vasos Bechol Shofar Arim Lifnei Hamelech Adonai Yirah Tevel ve'yoshvema Neharim chalucha Yachar ha'im yiranenu
Hallelujah on page 20.
Shabbat, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad, Yishvianu el hanukat Adonai echad Shemo. Shem tiferech v'tila el hadodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Hadodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu b'nela, Yihi b'kol ha'arata, Me'rosh mikelem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'mashas matchila, Hadodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Hadodi, Likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat, Nekabela. Mikdash Meir Melucha, U'misei mitoch ha'afeka, Rav לשבת בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמור מכם לחדותי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לחדותי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, ומצאים מתוך ההפכה, רב לך שמן בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמור עלייכם לחדותי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לחדותי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התנערי מעפרקומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי, על יד בן ישי ותלכמי, קרבה אל נפשי גאלה. לחדותי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לחדותי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בעורף ומהורי, אורי אורי שיר לערי, כבוד לחדותי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לחדותי, לקראת כלה, B'nai Shabbat Nekavela, Lo Tegoshi Lo Tikami Ati Uma Teremi Ba Yesu Aliyena Biveni Neta Iratila Len Kadol Divi Rakana B'nai Shabbat Nekavela Len Kadol Divi Rakana B'nai Shabbat Nekavela Bemayunim Shisa Shlosa Yiveraku Omemai Yasisai Elohai Kimsos Ata Levado Divin Rakala B'nai Shabbat Nekavela Levado Divin Rakala B'nai Shabbat Nekavela Yamim Busfoti Protile Riti Ayanish Ben Fatili Ismecha Benagila Feeling Rakala Shabbat Nekavela Levadoni Feeling Rakala Shabbat Only the shadow God is seen out. Rakala, Shabbat Nekavela, Lekadoni Rakala, Shabbat Nekavela.
Shabbat Shalom. We continue with Hatzi Kaddish on page 26.
Yikadar ve'yikadar shemei Rabbi ve'alma divrach yirutei ve'amlif malchutei v'chayei kol yom mikol u'lechayei kol beit Yisrael ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמרה ומבורך לעד העולם והמעיין יתברך. וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה ושפטתה ונאמתה תמירה ולעולם
We rise in either body or spirit to the Baruch Hu, page 28. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher tivaro marim arabim, v'chokhmah potech sharim, u'bitfunah mishenei netim, u'makalif et haslamim, u'misader et ha'okabim, v'mishrotem pia pirsum, v'orei l'olam, v'lev or mipnei choshet, v'choshet mipnei or, ma'avir yom v'yimai. Adonai Tzavos Shema, El Chai V'Kayam, Amidim Ochlam Lev Lev Vaed, Baruch Atah Adonai, Amrit Arabi. Torah mitzvot, Uki Mishpati, Otanu Lemaneta, Otanu Lemaneta. Akein Adonai Eloheinu v'shoreinu v'komeinu nasiach betutecha v'nismach v'divrei toratecha v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki ein ba'einu ve'oreinu Israel, Shema Israel, Please be seated. Et Adonai Elohecha, b'kol vavcha u'b'kol nafshecha, u'b'kol me'odecha, v'hayu advarim ha'ele, asher Elohim tzavcha, hayom alephameh. Meshinata levatecha, v'divarta v'shivtecha v'leitecha, u'letecha v'ateret, u'shmotecha u'kubecha, u'shratam le'otam yetecha, v'hayu letotavot v'neinecha, u'chatam V'zuzot beitecha, u'misharecha, leman tizkeru, v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'hitem kedoshim le'Elohechem.
להיות לכם אלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Adonai Elohim.
When we were in the desert, straight out of Egypt, we went through the split sea, and our text says, Moshe, Miriam, Bnei Yisrael, Lacha, Anu, Shira, B'simcha Rabbah, Rukulam, that we were so unbelievably overwhelmed by the miracle of freedom and what that meant for us, that Moses, Miriam, and all of Israel gathered together to sing out joyously to Jesus.
Moshe Miriam bnei Israel, and Pharaoh. Moshe Miriam bnei Israel, and Pharaoh. Shira v'simcha Shira v'simcha ve'amru Shira v'simcha ve'amru Shira v'simcha
We continue with a prayer found elsewhere in your book. Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will we ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished. Will we ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, heaviness of boredom? On this day, let us keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let us be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat abide. Help us to withdraw for a while from the fight of time, contain the retreat of the hours and days, from the grasp of frantic life. Let us learn to pause, if only for this day. Let us find peace on this day. Let us enter into a quiet world on this day. On this day, Shabbat abide. Baruch atah Adonai, haporech sukat shalom aleinu, Kol Amo Yisrael, Ba'al Yerushalayim. 44.
יספקו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. יספקו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. בקורי עונג, יספקו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. מקדשי שבי, כולם יספרו ויתענגו בטובך, יספרו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. יספרו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. בקורי עונג, יספקו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו, כדת ימים אותו קראת, זכר למעשה בראשית. יספקו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. יספקו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. בקורי עונג, יספקו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. יספקו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. יספקו במלכותך, שומרי שבת. אדוני שפתי תיטה, ובידי תהילתך. אדוני שפתי תיטה, ובידי תהילתך. Adonai Sebatai Tita, Uvi Agiti Mate, Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu V'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Ha'gibor, El Elyon, Romer Hasadim Tovim, Mekoneh Hasmo, Mezocher Hasei Avot Ve'imahot, U'mevim Gdolah B'nei B'neihem, Leman Shema. Ozer Moshiach Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Tzara Le'Moshiach, Mori Atah, Mechaker Ba'im B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Racham. Sovereign nothing perfect, Ulmatir Asurim, Omemaye, Unato, Vijene Yapa, Nikamo Kapa Girinos, Umidomela, Melech Beni, Tukataye, Umasmiach Yeshua, Bene Maratana Rachayot Ako, Varukata Adonai, Melayeha, Ata Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, Ukedoshim B'Kol Yom Ya'alu Hasela, Ata Adonai,
We continue with Tefillat Halev, the personal and private prayer of the heart. Either what's written down in your prayer book until page 63, or more importantly, the prayers inscribed upon your hearts. After you're finished, you may be seated.
Shalom Rama, Uyase Shalom Aleinu. Ose Shalom Rama, Uyase Shalom Aleinu. Ose Shalom Rama, Uyase Shalom Aleinu. Yase Shalom, Yase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'achol Yisrael. Yase Shalom, Yase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'achol Yoshvei Te'ilin. Yase Shalom B'Rama, Uyase Shalom Aleinu. Yase Shalom B'Rama, Uyase Shalom Aleinu. Yase Shalom B'Rama, Uyase Shalom Aleinu. Yase Shalom, Yase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'achol Yisrael. Yase Shalom, Yase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'achol Yoshvei Te'ilin. Yase Shalom, Yase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu. Ve'yahu. Amen.
We continue now with Seder Kriyat Torah, our service for reading the Torah, on page 246. Please rise.
Baruch Shenatan Torah Le'amo, Torah Le'amo Yisrael. Baruch Shenatan Torah Le'amo Yisrael. Kedushato Imitzion, Torah Yerushalayim. Imitzion, Torah Yerushalayim. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Eloheinu, Gadol Gadol Adonai Iti, Odero Shemo Yatzah. Ashlosha Devarim, Ashlosha Devarim, Ashlosha Devarim, Aholam Aholam Ashlosha Devarim, Ashlosha Devarim, Ashlosha Devarim, Aholam Aholam
Please be seated. It is my honor now to call up one of our lay leaders from the congregation who is going to be chanting Torah tonight, but first giving a few brief words of Torah. And Bavakasha.
Shabbat Shalom. This week's parsha is for A. Now, if you just want to be very simple, you go to URJ online, their resources. They actually have a Torah commentary for the tots. And it says, "For you are about to cross the Jordan and enter and possess the land. The eternal your God is assigning to you. When you occupy it, you are settled in it. Take care to observe all the laws and the rules I have set before you this day." Now, for something a little more hip, back in August of 2016 at Kutz Camp, the teens actually did raps, and they call them Shabbat raps. And the rap that they have, actually you can Google it, you can listen to it. They look at it as this parsha, God explains blessing and curse, and when you'll receive it, Moses then discusses the laws of worship and sacrifices during the pilgrimage festivals. So there's a lot in this Torah portion, but I'm going to be reading from the first 5 verses of Array. And here we are given 2 choices, blessing and curse. See, in the singular, this day that I set before you, plural, blessing and curse. C, now we know what God has given us a choice. From the Rabbinu Bachya from the 13th and 14th century in Spain, they said the whole premise of this freedom of choice is to understand easily by the fact that God bothers again and again to command us what to do and what not to do. If we are not free to chart our own course, it would not make sense for God to give us all these commandments. Thus, free choice. And then from the gleanings from the Platt commentary, C, the Hebrew re'eh, is in the singular. Therefore, thereafter the text switches to plural. The reason is that the commandments are set before the whole people, hence the plural address. And each individual must see and decide whether to obey or disobey, reaffirming our free choice. Along this line, Rabbi Shepard Gold compares the singular C, the personal awakening, and a collective awakening before you. She continues, we live in a time when our collective awakening as communities, nations, and as species have become crucial. As we are confronted with the growing disruption of the global climate, the depletion of vital resources, the growing disparity between rich and poor, the rapid extinction of plant and animal species, the spreading of devastation of weapons on our planet, it is clear that human family must wake up and make fundamental changes and as we treat each other and our environment. God sets before us as collective consciousness the choice of a blessing and a curse. Yet, approaching that collective awakening, we each must address personally in the singular. You must personally open your eyes and you are personally challenged to see. Along this lines, Rabbi Deborah Ornstein notes that many commentators connect the singular and plural with a teaching from Talmud Kiddushin 40b, which states, a person should view himself as though they were exactly half liable and half notorious. The visual image of the Talmud is that of the balancing of scales. On one side are the person's own singular sins, and the sins of the whole world, plural, on the other side. On the one side is a perfect balance. If an individual's own singular merits together with the merits of the entire world, plural, the result is that at any given moment, one person's next move decides the balance of good and evil in the world. Thus, each of us must tip the balance in favor for humanity. Rabbi Ornstein continues that we must pay attention and don't lose focus, as in this day and age, we can all lose focus. There are so many things pulling us this way and that. But we are only a week away from Elul, sorry. So, a month of reflection before the high holidays. So let us see, not lose focus, and choose blessing. Amen.
That was a lovely way to start getting us to think about the high holidays. Thank you very much. And we'll be chanting from Deuteronomy chapter 11, verses 26 to 30. And if you grabbed a Chumash that was outside before services, you can find that on page 1259. It is my honor to call up Adam Cohen, someone's son, for Aliyah Torah.
Baruch hu Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Amen. Bra'ei Anohi noten lifnechem hayom bracha ukula et habracha asher tishma'u El Mitzvot Adonai Elohechem Asher Anochi Misavet Etchem Hayom V'Hakatla Im Lo Tishma'u El Mitzvot Adonai Elohechem V'Satem Min Haderech Asher Anochi Misavet Etchem Hayom Lalechet Acharei Elohim Acharim Asher Lo Adatem V'Haya Ki Mitzvah Aha Yiva V'Yaha Adonai Elohecha El haaretz asher ata b'shama l'rashta netata et Abraham el hagerizim ve'et hachala eva el ha'evam Halohema be'eret hayadin acharei derech mivu hashemesh be'eres hakana'ani hayoshev ba'araba Mu Hagyoha Eitzel Elone More.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam atah b'toheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Mitzvot HaTorah asher Moshe לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני והמשה וזאת התורה אשר משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני והמשה
We continue on page 256. Yahalu et Shem Adonai kin yisgav shemu levado. Let us praise the name of Adonai, for God's name alone is exalted.
Oh.
For I have given you good instruction, do not abandon my Torah. It's a tree of life for those that hold fast to it, and all its supporters are happy. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace. Return us to you, Adonai, and will return, renew our days as of old. On this Shabbat Eve, as we join together as one congregation to celebrate creation, the joy of life and living, we turn our thoughts to those in our community for whom life has become precarious because of health or hospitalization. O God of healing in our hearts, we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers together with the prayers of those who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you place within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and their families. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Yishaberach Avotenu v'Imotenu hu yivarech et ha'cholim v'puat ha'nefesh v'puat ha'guf hashta'a v'gala v'zman kariv v'nomar Amen. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless those in need of healing. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, as together we say, Amen. We continue on page 282 as we rise neither body or spirit quarreling. Page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river of understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the Son of God over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of fullness, of freedom, and of peace.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד ושמו אחד ושמו
The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows, it is radiant with warmth and beauty. But soon it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our lives are full, but as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down and gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen, yet we do not despair. For we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. With hearts that ache and are saddened, we name now those whom death has recently taken from us, those whose families are observing Shloshim. We remember Frederick Paul Coppola, husband of Danielle, father of Lori and Amy, father-in-law of David, grandfather of Julia, Matthew, Dan, and Andrew. We remember Ellen Downs, wife of Bert, mother of William and Amy. We remember Bruce Frank, husband of Jerry, father of Lawrence and Andrew, and Tammy, and Lisa, grandfather of Alex and Abby, Thea, Maya, and Megan. I have the unfortunate responsibility to tell many of you who might not have seen the note right before Shabbat that Esther Aronoff has passed away, and her funeral will be here on Sunday. Esther is the mother of Mark Aronoff. And on this Shabbat, we also recall those dear ones who died at this season in years past, and whose names are recorded with love in our service booklet this evening. Their names are forever bound for our hearts and are permanently inscribed throughout our building. And if you are joining us tonight online to say Kaddish for a loved one, I invite you to say their names aloud at home. And if you're here in person to say Kaddish for a loved one, you say their names as I look around the sanctuary.
Joseph Black.
Carolyn Leibowitz and Mark Katz. Ida Levy.
Nickel Broom.
Zikranam Livracha. May all their names and memories only be for a blessing. I invite all the mourners, if able, to rise for Kadisha Tov Mourners Kaddish, page 294. Itkadal, Bikadash, Shemei Rabbah, Yalma, Yifra, Kurusei, Yikma Kusei, Vachai Yikon, Yom Kai, Yikol Beit Yisrael, Abagalam, Islam, Karib, Yibru, Amen. Yesh, Rabba, Mevarach, Leolam, Leolam, Maya. Yitvarach, Vishtabach, Vitpa'ar, Vitromam, Vitnasen, Vitladar, Vitaleh, Vitalal, Shemei, Kudishah, Riyaku, Leila, Minko, Birkata, Vishirata, Tujkakata, Venetmata, Tamiran, Bialma, Bimru, Amen. Yehe, Shlama, Rabba, Vishamaya, Lekaim, Aleno, Gal, O Israel, Bimru, Amen. Say Shalom, Bimrama, Uya, say Shalom, Aleinu, Gal, O Israel, Bimru, Amen. May the source of peace bestow peace to all who mourn. May we be a source of comfort to all who are bereaved. as we say.
O se Shalom Rama Hallelujah se Shalom Hallelujah Israel
Just a few announcements before we close our service. First and foremost, I want to thank Anthea Cohen, as well as all of our summer lay leader volunteers who say, count me in for chanting Torah and giving a little devar. So thank you to Ann and thank you to all of our volunteers. This weekend is the last weekend, Sunday, Monday, of our clothing sale. First, I want to thank all of our volunteers who have helped make this a wonderful time for everybody. And if you have the ability to volunteer on the 13th or 14th, please let us know. Just come on by and say, I'm here to help. I'm such a hard time reading the next announcement. If you have not done already, please go online and request your high holiday tickets. It's that time. It's a little past that time. Please let the seating committee know they are busy at work trying to fit everybody in. So if you haven't requested your high holiday tickets yet, please go online and do so. And finally, the last Shabbat of the season is August 25th at 5:45 p.m. With a service to follow. It's going to be a wonderful barbecue. Go online to RSVP for the Shabbat. In fact, go online to RSVP for the Shabbat. And while you're there, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, do that too. And lastly, I heard you. And lastly, we're going to meet in the Beit Midrash following our service for Kiddush and Motzi and a chance to greet one another. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We now actually close our service with the singing of the Yigdal on page 324. We rise. Verses 1 and 3. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtaba nitzah ve'enet tzitzo echad ben yachid yehidu נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו, אין לו תגוש הגוף ואין לו גוף, לא נערום אלא קדושתו, קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא, ראשון בראשית לראשיתו, איתו אדון עולם וכל נוצר, יורק גדולתו ומלכותו, כפרנועתו את הנוער, אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו.
Shabbat Shalom.
I just like